Hello, this is book discussion numero duh. Today our discussion, our role leader discussions. Both of you guys? Oh, Kaylin, and then she is
Character analyzer.
Connector.
artiste.
Oui.
Okay, let's get started. So, you guys go first, obviously.
Okie dokie. So, a lot of stuff. Wait, did everybody finish
Yes.
the reading?
Yes.
Okay. What are our thoughts?
Is that the question?
No. Do you think that if Frank had been completely honest with Britt, they would have stayed together?
No.
No. I feel like Britt's gonna be like jealous. Like,
Yeah.
would have been just like too jealous. And then like,
I feel like she also would become like
well, he also told her at the end, and they broke up, right?
But he also said that like he didn't feel like when he said like he left her. He said that like he kind of felt like restrict, like it didn't feel like he actually left her. Like he said like bubble gum metaphor. Like I was like tied to the chair.
And he's also like sticking their love together or something, right? And like,
He didn't feel a full connection.
yeah, and like when he says that I love you to her,
Yeah.
like he has to like remember to say
Yeah.
I love you.
Because there
But
was one
like,
time he was like,
when he says it to Joy,
he didn't say it, did he?
Well, they're a team, and then Patrick's
oh my god.
Wait, did he?
home to take care of him.
Were you guys at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it to her.
Yeah.
He said it in his head.
Yeah,
Oh, he said to her.
Because there were no quotations around it. Yeah.
Wait.
Taylor and I were having this debacle the other day.
Sorry guys. I thought I ate with that one. but like basically like when
But it
you
was so
like
easier
to
for
her, like to Joy, it's like fluid, like it's not forced, like he wants to, and like he just has to remind himself to say I love you. You know what I mean? He didn't say it, but like
We'll stay together.
She's pretty much like ghosting him because literally just talking to her.
I don't want to say that question out loud.
Whatever chapter it was,
I feel
20 years
like
ago.
I was just.
They had a good
It's a good one, sorry.
until
I feel
whatever
embarrassed.
teacher ruined it in history.
Why do
Oh
our
my
brains
God.
need labels to call people? Why can't we just be all human?
You should
Things like that.
I don't know. There's like I know there's okay a little bit of connection. World to text. Like I know. Okay, the text. It's like especially like Frank's parents are like, oh, that's a black.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So now I can kind of.
That's a black man. That's like a white American person. And then like
But there's other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like he
some
likes
people-
ice stupid and stuff.
some people see it like that, like he really, you know, I feel like I'm getting nowhere with this. So, like the kind of like the first thing that popped into my head that's like that
21. Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
because
They talked about
Hitler. Because you know he also didn't like other races except because he thinks that he's better than everybody else, and like kind of like the Korean his parents like they put themselves on a different standard because that's
It was like super Korean, they said.
And if you're not like
Oh, yeah.
super Korean, then
I don't know. It's just like the way people think. Like right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one is right, but like.
Okay.
Anyways, that's just me trying to prove a point, but I don't think I really got anywhere with that. So
Like,
I think I just
do you think it's
okay.
going to actually
Um,
work out? Do you think it's good?
when do you think Frank's attraction to Joy started?
a story that has been going so
at the
far,
ice cream
and
museum.
my predictions of how
That's a good
it's gonna
question.
end
Well,
is gonna all
I feel like
Actually-
maybe since they were kids.
yeah, that's what they were saying since they were kids.
Yeah, he said
But
he,
like,
in the back of his mind,
Actually,
he would like always like
you think they always had like,
know, like
But I feel like,
subconsciously.
like, I got the feeling he probably would have been more like, oh, it's probably just like her like a sister. Like, they spent so much time together,
Yeah.
right? And then
but I
he'd
feel
never
like
been in love. We didn't know what how to differentiate the two.
yeah, but I feel like he started like fully showing it, like that he actually like loved her like in more than a friend kind of way, like at the ice cream museum when like she was crying and like
Oh, when he
like
picked
she,
her up?
like she really needed him
Mm-hmm.
in that time.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, like
Literally
We
just
had a big discussion about.
When she was like, come pick me up, you and I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to fight.
okay,
And
that
then they
one,
were
yeah.
sitting on the bench.
what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah.
and he was like
My dad got
describing.
shot.
He was
And he's
describing
like, oh, her head fits perfectly.
I know.
Yeah.
Between my neck or like in my chest, like you know.
If I were to turn my head, this would be like a kiss. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
I'm being so fat right now. I have jump scare in my mouth.
How
It's not
Being fat is a choice.
How do you think the grandma at the festival calling like I'm completely I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna completely butcher it.
But
Like
it
not
was
like an
like a-
actual like a Korean American,
Yeah.
not like the one who's Korean person.
Yeah,
And then
affected
something's
Frank's
gonna
sense
happen
of belonging and where does Frank
something's gonna happen with
belong?
Liam, and then it's just gonna all
I feel like
fail
Frank is still like a Korean American
Yeah.
or American Korean or American Asian American. That's what he's used to. That's what he says. Or like
Korean American. Because he
Korean
hates the
Hyphen.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
I feel like
So hyphenated.
yeah. It's just
But I think he's still Korean. But I feel like because she's older and she's more like old school, she also doesn't like know
Yeah.
like English that well.
eh.
I
So
feel like that like could impact him because
hey, that was the biggest bombastic side I ever.
When she walked by, she was actually like,
We're not talking.
Because we're eating and we're filming.
oh.
Okay.
I feel like
Meredith and Norris.
I feel like I would be upset if like someone like yelled at me and like
Yelling at me for not knowing my own
but
language.
it's not even like
There's
it's like a
still
personal
parents that
choice, you know? Like I feel like did his parents try to teach him? Like we don't know. Like he came to America and obviously like you're going to learn like English in school.
I can relate to that because I live in a Vietnamese household and like not everybody speaks Vietnamese, but like when I go out and people like just assume that I speak Vietnamese, so they talk to me and I'm like
No, I get that too. Like people like try to talk to me in like Punjabi.
I could pick up like a few words, but like then I'm like I'm completely lost.
we're like also, sorry, I don't know I'm relating this back to the book, but the scene at the cafe with Britt's parents, when they're like, oh, you should like,
Food tour guide.
yeah, and he was like, just because
I'm Korean.
doesn't mean I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that's also like kind of not relatable for me, but like
I liked how Britt called her dad out there.
yeah.
And was just like,
But like he also admitted he was wrong.
yeah.
His parents would never, like French parents would never.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so
What was
this
I was gonna say
anything
something,
about
but I can't
Madison
remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll give you a moment.
He said many things.
Wait, what were we
But
talking
like,
about
so
before
he
the
wants to
cafe?
get back with.
Oh,
no, but
and
he just
Frank
kept
was
saying
like,
that
just
they
like,
were super
I feel like
good
Frank
together
was
and
like,
that
when
she
he
was
was with George, he was like, oh, like, I feel like I kind of belong
Yeah,
here.
I kept
Yeah, and then he's like,
Oh,
I can
and
pretend
then
I'm Korean.
He specifically said,
Okay, so I guess
when I'm around Joy, I don't
No.
feel insecure.
But we
Like
also
he, like he was like, I just feel like okay with being me, like my body, my personality. He's like, I'm okay with being that around Joy, but around Roy, he was like, I need to like be different, like be calm or whatever. Sorry.
And I feel like, oh,
I was thinking
what was the
that
guy who came up to him? He was like,
The
hey, I'm
granddaughter's
sorry.
grandson, right?
Yeah.
Or the grandmother's grandson.
Granddaughter's
Yeah.
grandson. I was like, hold on. What in the family tree?
final drop.
Yeah, I know. I felt like he like felt more like he belonged, like when he came up and like offered him.
Mm-hmm. Cause it's like, oh yeah, like my grandma's always like that. Like
I
that's my
see
grandma.
it as.
Yeah, and like I don't know, he was like able to like bond with like another like
Korean American.
person, and like I felt like he was kind of just like Roy. That was his name. Roy.
I don't think it's gonna end up.
I thought he was like, I gave Roy my email. Because he wanted to give that family with the baby his email as well.
Yeah.
He was like, we're bonding.
That was
Yeah,
so
like-
funny.
He like made like friendships and stuff like with other Korean American people at that festival.
And giving everybody his email.
Yep, give everybody his
Like
email.
a brother to me, and then I end up.
Do you
getting
think
with
that Frank and Q have a good relationship?
Weird.
We already did your last question.
We're not talking about it.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's 'cause, like
I feel like it's weird because Q likes him, but like Frank
Doesn't
doesn't.
know that either.
Yeah.
I also feel
You
like
like
the
him?
for
You haven't gotten to that point in the book yet, right?
no, but we discussed this the other day.
Yeah.
We brought it up. I think that you know how people are like a friendship should be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
The author here is trying to
I feel like it's
normalize
like 70 Q and like
gender friendships.
30 friends at points. Like he's just kind of,
I feel like
especially when Brooke and Joy were like both factors in this, and trying to cover all of them. I was
Yeah, I
not
feel
keeping up.
he's like preoccupied with like his girlfriends.
Just
Plural.
I don't know if the iPad can hear us.
Yeah,
Might have-
that's what I was
Oh,
wondering.
crap.
sure.
No, I think it should be fine. But like, because the other
They
groups
were
come
in
on.
the car with each other. Like, Maddie didn't want to go home, so
Imagine
she
if that was like
ignored us
dead
when
silent.
we
You're like,
were
oh, bring the table closer. But yeah, keep going.
They said from
Yeah, I feel like it's just like preoccupied with have a good relationship.
romantic.
But like overall,
Type fizzle.
I just think,
it's like yeah, I agree. Like it was like kind of like 70-30.
and they're gonna end up getting together at the end of the
I feel like once Britt was out of the picture, it kind of became 60-40.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
You could see him
But I
start to make more of an
Oh,
effort.
and
When they were in the hospital, I felt like they really like
Bonded.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was so cute.
like they were there for each other.
yeah, and the way Frank is so awkward about having Q at his house, I feel like
We'll just have to see where it goes. That's
Yeah.
the end of the book.
My words are not
Yeah.
right now, but anyway.
Has he told you?
They probably will.
about his parents.
Yeah, but-
his parents know.
I
Yeah,
think
his
they do.
Q knows about his
Yeah.
parents.
No,
'Cause
we've been on all the couches.
But does he know? It's just. But does he know that the only reason that they always hang out at his house is
I don't
because
know.
of that,
I
or?
got bored.
I think so because he said something about like he got tired of the awkward smiles and like
Okay.
yeah.
As and they seem like a potential.
I don't know what I read at the beginning when I got to, but I
No,
didn't
it was
realize
a
it was a lot.
potential.
You didn't know that?
No, for the like most of the book, I was like
What are your thoughts?
picturing for some reason like this ginger kid, and then I was like, all of a sudden it said something, and I was like,
I have a good connection. I can say it right now. I don't really care. Like, I have a good connection for like when I'm the connector, which is next week. Okay. The Q in the book. I don't know if you guys ever watch the Netflix show the XO Kitty or
oh my gosh, Angela and I were
there's
talking about that
Key
earlier.
there's a guy named Q in there. He's also gay.
Oh, yeah.
We're family now, so it could
Yeah,
be
and, but he's Filipino.
him and
He's what the frick? He's Filipino.
Yeah, that's kind of.
He's a Filipino. No.
That's kind of the
Anyways,
reason why I also
yeah.
thought it was
What do we want? What do we do next?
We're moving on to the next one.
Yeah, no, that's the
I
kind
am
of
making
thing.
your mess right now, so
They
it's not
give
going
sibling
well.
for that, like as part of the family.
Okay.
Usually
Sorry,
when
guys.
someone says that, they don't
Where am I?
really mean
Oh, that's
that
There we go.
they like them.
Okay, I did Joy, which was a bit harder to find information on,
yeah, right now.
because especially like
Only if we
what does the character think of private thoughts?
Yeah, but we're making
We don't get Joy's private thoughts unless she says them out loud.
predictions based on that.
But characters reveal through their own speech. Says she's scared.
We'll just see where.
Said that because when
Okay, I got it.
Frank picked her up at the ice cream shop, she's like, I think Wu's gonna dump me and I deserve it. And she went on like a whole little rant about why she thought she deserved to be dumped.
There's so much
And
behind.
she was like so upset that she was like hurting him. She wanted to be like
There's so much
good enough for him and like her family to be good enough, but she just knew that it
They
wasn't
wouldn't
gonna
accept
work.
him. Yeah.
Thoughtful and aware. I say this because like I don't have boy problems. I have Chinese boy problems. Like she's aware of like the I don't know.
The Chinese elephant in the room.
Oh, okay.
I'm allowed to say that I'm Chinese.
And then I said smart. When first, this is going back to the like very very beginning, but she was talking about she's like the solid ones are ABS plastic and the clear ones are polycarbonate. And Frank just kind of stood there and was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Wow, she went on a little rant about what the bricks were made up of and how she couldn't replicate them.
Yep.
Also, I've read past the point, so have they opened their acceptance letters yet?
Yeah.
So the next chapter
And
is
she got
about
into,
the dreaded
what's
heart
for
to heart.
Oh no, I
What do you think is gonna happen next?
no, they got their SAT, their
Okay,
SAT
so
back,
what's
yeah,
gonna
she got
happen next?
something high.
She got
Yeah.
a 1560 and Frank got a 5060.
No, 1540, and Britt got 1542, and then he texted Britt. I was like, oh my god, why did you do that?
The back.
Honestly,
It's like
that was really funny. I can relate to that. I mean, I'm just kidding, guys. It's a joke, of course.
She got black hair with the green undercut.
there's like a
Mhm.
thing that it says.
She doesn't love super exposing clothes
Yeah, she's feeling uncomfortable
at the
I
wedding
thought that
dress.
was I have
Um,
crippling
She was
depression.
wearing an indigo cocktail dress for the wedding. Lots of
I don't know.
eyeliner. And then the time she showed up at
You know the second
when
line
Q
in the
texted and was like, can you just come? Q.
Oh,
When Frank texted her and was like, can you just come over? Like, I don't care, just come over. She showed up in like sweatpants and a big tee and a messy bun.
This is technically part of
So
What does the
it's
character
actually
think? Private thoughts about the character. What does
I've
it
been
show us?
having a favorite missed call.
She always thought Frank was
I've been
cute.
Fair with Mr.
She Oh, she thinks that she isn't good enough for her boyfriend because of her appearance.
So you know squirrels?
And then, oh sorry,
reading
she thinks she's the worst for trying to protect him.
It's something with the
Like, not like shielding, but like, if you come over to my house, you're gonna get treated poorly. Like, I don't want you to get hurt because I love you.
Yeah.
What do the other characters say about your character? She's so funny. That was Frank's mom. Joy's so crazy. Also Frank's mom.
Joy's so crazy.
I know she was. I think she was drunk when she said that.
No. That's Korean. You know when Asian, actually you guys probably don't know, but Asian parents when they try like when they have like a thick accent or they don't know too much English and they know like a little bit, they'll skip like filler words, like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
or like the words. So they go, Joy's so crazy, or like Frank's so funny. Like they're like is
Yeah.
not existing.
It's not needed in the sentence.
What do you guys think is gonna happen?
Oh, beautiful. The thing Joy when Frank was like A B C D, Joy is, and it was like beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. It was like a list of just like all these like. I know. Okay. And then Frank also thought that she was really funny. The "you drive me crazy" part. At the wedding.
It was so cute.
What did your character?
You forgot to say that.
Oh, whoops.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
They
Huh?
might end up.
What? Keep going.
Okay.
What did I say something?
What does your character do? How do they act? Sometimes she can be a little immature. For some reason, her and Frank are always they're like laughing about like, what was it? The
Oh my god,
Sent
they were
the
sending
photo.
them pictures and I was
The
like,
flower was
oh
like
my
a
god.
vagina.
He's like, thank you for being my first dick pic. Oh,
Oh.
thank you for being my
Yeah.
first slot pic. I'm like, what?
I know. Okay.
I was like, you did not say that. You did not say
At
that.
the wedding, she was like, yeah, I don't really love this dress. It's like very much concentrated on my boobies. And they were like,
Yeah.
boobies.
that
Like,
was really funny.
she's caring though. She like broke down when I said this already. She didn't realize how she was hurt. And then accepting and I like genuine because like I said, like Frank felt like he could be himself around her. I did have to, so I feel like that shows that she's like genuine and caring and not genuine. Like she's I don't know what it is. Like she just kind of be trusting around her. Or,
But now I'm kind of
I thought she was gonna tell us.
I know.
Anyways,
I might get together.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have RT,
Okay.
like, that's
Okay. Okay. Nice.
yeah. I'm basically reading and going, huh, the chapter is now.
Okay. So as the connector,
And then I
the
feel like
first
basically
connection I
asked
made
myself before I
for the quote.
And then I'm like, oh my god, I'm right.
Okay, most of my connections, like, I found quotes, but I kind of like meant the situation in general. So, okay, this is like a quote.
okay. Yeah.
You think?
This is a quote from The Wedding, and it was like, suddenly a string quartet breaks into song, good old Taco Bell's canon, and the wedding party assembles. When Ella Chang steps forward in a silver dress, I whip around to find John Wim. So like, okay, that quote, not like specifically, but like the wedding situation is kind of what I'm connecting to. It's like a text to self and text to world. So it's like obviously like I know like in the back of my mind that like different cultures have different weddings, but like I've only experienced like the weddings I've been to and like from like the Indian culture, so it was like kind of like interesting to see like the side of like the Korean wedding in the book. Like I don't know, like do they always wear like silver dresses and like there's never any like string quartets playing at like the weddings I go to. Like it's always like traditional music and it's never like really like anything like that. So it's just, like, yeah, it's a connection I made. Like,
Slide.
the next one was like a quote from Brit is like, the older I get, the more my tolerance for dumb bullshit gets paper thin. And I feel like I can relate to that. I connect to that because when I was like younger, I don't know, when people would like say stuff and like do stuff, I just like, you know, you kind of just have to take it because like you're like a child and it's like whatever. But like
Eat it.
She is using.
But that was
Eat
a
it.
while
I
ago.
dare to eat
Plus,
it.
they've had
Explode
2 days
you know.
after.
I would have blown it. Okay.
But like as I've
No
gotten
mess.
as I've gotten older, I don't know. I kind of just like don't like I stand up for myself more. I like don't take people
Just even made up with something.
dumb bullshit. And then the next one is, I read somewhere that you need to hate your parents in order to leave them. That's like a text to self. I connected it to like
You're the only
that's
one
like
who's
actually the
All
opposite
things
for
are
me.
null to the
I feel like
back.
it's not like the opposite, but like I feel like
But hey, it could be character
I
development.
like if I go somewhere for like university or college, that's not because I hate my parents. I feel like if I go somewhere, it means that like I'm pursuing my dreams and following my heart, and not because like I want to get away from my family. Like I know it's like different for some people, but I feel like that's not the case for everyone. So I just kind of like connected to that. Like, I feel like it's not always the situation. And then the next quote, okay, this one's kind of like a situation-ish, but like she says it in California, boyfriend informal, like text to self. It's like throughout the book, like Frank like mentions how like people switch tones or something. I forget what he calls coding, like coding, when like when he talks to different people. And so I feel like I kind of like do that too sometimes. Like whenever like I'm talking like, to like a teacher or like
Yeah.
or like I'm
Just switch to more formal.
exactly, and like whenever I'm talking to like friends or cousins, like it's like you know like different than if I'm like talking to like someone like a classmate I don't really talk to ever.
I got one. Thank you.
And my last connection, another text to self. I only text to self. Okay. If not for the skyline of Los Angeles in the background, I can fool myself into thinking that I'm in Korea. Even better, I can fool myself into thinking that.
It's okay, Queen. You got it.
Into thinking that I am Korean. And it's like, in this scene and throughout the book, Frank feels like he's like an imposter to like his culture.
Oh, you mean kind of like that one?
In this scene,
Like, you want like a piece of paper when it's done? Like, so she's like this. I'm handing it over to you. Okay, so it's my turn then. Great. I'm with the film and everything.
I think the only thing to do in term is to be a little bit louder. Go ahead.
okay, so
That kind of scared me.
in this scene, wait, are we reading these or now? Save that for next time. In this scene, Frank feels like he's like
eat them. I'll eat them. Go ahead.
Frank feels like he's like kind of like an imposter in his culture and like he doesn't feel like he belongs, kind of like what you're talking about. And so like he continues to talk about how he like doesn't feel super connected to his Korean side, and like sometimes I can connect with that.
Just got that on video.
Dude.
Daughter Jolly Rancher. My hand.
Anyways, keep going.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She's not gonna let us eat next time. She's gonna watch it and be like, the thing that's distracted. It wasn't. It helped me get through, I promise. Give me the energy.
Okay, so like Frank talks about how he like doesn't feel super connected to his Korean side, and like sometimes like I feel the same way. Like I don't like speak like my grandparents like traditional language like Punjabi, and like so sometimes I find it hard to communicate with them. Like my grandma, she especially like doesn't speak English. She especially doesn't speak English, and so like it's kind of like I never really understand what she's saying. And it's like older people have tried, like kind of like what you said. Older people have like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Older people have tried to like come up to me and like speak Punjabi to me, but like I never understand it, so I can kind of connect with like how Frank feels.
Type fizzle. Is that all? Okay. Next. So I was the artist. I'm not a natural artist.
Okay.
These are my drawings. You can laugh. I give you permission to laugh. These are my drawings. This is Joy, Frank, and Britt. Anyways, for Joy, we'll start with Joy. Frank likes to talk about the fact that she has a green peekaboo in her hair. I was talking about that, and I feel like Joy's very like chill, so I put her in like sweats. I don't know if that's sweats or leggings, but like whatever. Frank's wearing like I would just put like a little bit for layers. I just put like a white long sleeve under it, but he's wearing a black shirt, black pants, and neon green shoes. Okay, that's literally exactly what I wrote for his description. Britt, I wrote when Frank and Britt are in the ice cream museum, Britt wears a shirt saying, "What has 4 letters?" And in chapter 13, Frank mentions that she usually wears jeans and a t-shirt. So yeah,
That scene just showed how perfect we would work together.
I know they're really thought was on the phone as well. They're on the phone together, and she was helping him with that. I would not be surprised if they popped out dating together.
Well, yeah, also because Britt
Frank-
told Wu
yeah, I know.
what
And
Frank
then Wu
enjoyed.
punched Frank in the
No,
face.
we forgot to say that.
Go boom, 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 boom.
And bam.
And then Wu felt bad about it after. Yeah. I feel like he's a good guy for that.
Ryan.
Ryan's hair, it looked like silver on the top.
Okay,
It looked silver on the top.
I
I was
think
like, what
that's-
happened? Is the lighting?
so I think that's all, right?
Should we talk about the book? I don't want to keep eating. I don't want to go back in there.
Well, we don't have to go back in there. We can just finish it too. But yeah, I feel like it was pretty lit, and I think that I'm excited for our next book discussion.
Is anybody ahead yet?
Maybe.
Y'all have no faith in her. This is sad.
I'm listening to the audio, so I don't remember if I'm what chapter I'm on, but I know what happened.
I was like, oh.
So yeah. Okay, thank you for listening to us. Here's a little close up. Close up. Close up.